Hello everyone, welcome back to StoneBlock 2, episode number 7. Since we last left off, I have been spending a little bit of time contemplating and just kind of poking around a few things and letting this run. And oh my gosh, by the way, I saw you guys' comments. I kind of figured it out a little bit after the episode about how we just kind of have to let time store itself inside of the time in the bottle. So sorry for derping around so much, but I honestly had no clue, and I like to learn by trial and error before I go poking around with info. I just like to, see if I can figure it out myself. But anyways, we've been doing pretty good on Lapis. I've went ahead and maxed out my fortune on my pickaxe, and I haven't maxed it out on this yet, but I should, but it's fine. No big deal. And currently, power-wise, we are sitting pretty happy. We got max 16 chickens in both of these roosts, producing us a lot of Lapis. We can make it go a lot faster using the time in the bottle, obviously, if we want to get a bunch. Almost faster than these servos in particular can actually pull out at a time. Power-wise, we're actually doing great. These things are they just kind of run, which is fine, honestly, because, it doesn't really use a whole lot of Lapis, and we're still making excess, so it's pretty much all good. Eventually, we will be upgrading and getting some more of those over time, but let's take a look at some stuff. Let's go ahead and take a look inside of our quest book here and see what we actually want to see if we can run into doing. I wouldn't mind maybe just doing a couple quick quests real quick, like yabba dabba doo. So this is just basically an item barrel, and like I said, I like doing these. The reason why is because I like to show you guys the rewards I get on camera. I feel like it's just so much more, I don't know, maybe immersive is the word I'm looking for. You guys can actually see what I'm getting instead of just kind of waiting, until the next episode and being like, oh, he got that. That would have been nice to see. So, going ahead and trying to do most of these on camera, if anything. I'm not a big fan of these barrels, by the way, so I'm probably not going to end up using these. I'm just going to go ahead and do the quest. They have storage drawers in there, and I really do like those a little bit more myself. So there we go. We got another birthday pickaxe. Wonderful. I've also been using a little bit of iron to make some iron hammers. These things are very, very useful, and I love having them around just to kind of clear out a little bit of an area, which I kind of did. I think we're going to be doing some building off that way. We might even be able to jump around into doing that a little bit today. But like I said, I just want to do a few of these quests a little bit here and there where I can. Craft an anti-barrel? Excuse me? Oh, this thing. Nether brick, diamond, ender chest. You are my pain, aren't you? I think I used up all of my netherrack on something. I can't remember what it was. You guys could probably remind me. You guys are gonna be like, Bentley, you used it on this, and I'm gonna be like, oh right, yeah, that's what it was. But thankfully we don't need like a whole bunch, and eventually we'll be getting resources, running smoothly here very soon. Oops, that didn't go there. We'll be getting things like netherrack coming in pretty easily, obsidian, which honestly I don't even really know what we need obsidian for, but yeah. Wait, do we need 6? Yeah, we need 6 of those, okay. Well, good thing we got our lava production up and running. I'm not going to be going for lava power. It's just too easy. It's just way too simple nowadays, so I'm just not going to worry about doing it. Plus, I like the power gen that we have going. It's still pretty much practically, you can just think about it, free, and we're still getting excess, which is beautiful. And eventually, we can get even more because it's so easy to get the 10 chickens now. So, not a big deal. So, we're going to need a block of quartz. We're going to need a diamond. We're also going to need a little extra obsidian. Do I have any obsidian sitting? We do have a little bit of obsidian sitting around. Okay, good. Obsidian is practically just as easy to get, which is beautiful. One more. Okay. And you guys told me that there is indeed no nether, so I don't have to worry about getting obsidian to go to the nether. All we gotta do is just, stuff. We're gonna have to automate things. Oh, we got some more things. Look at this. Beautiful. We got this, we got those. Nice. Those are just kind of drop. I come in here every once in a while and just kind of slay a few of the enemies, which is beautiful. So let's go ahead and see what we got. We got some donkey and llama bait. How wonderful. All right, what about the rare one? Compressed flint block. How great. That's beautiful. Squid and wheat. Okay, I'll take the wheat. Prismarine and sponges. Squid and stone wand. And ocelot and sponge. Okay, well then. Interesting. Okay, not really amazing. They're really not as great as, you know, some of the other wonderful rewards that we get from doing the quest. We're also going to need, real quick, blaze powder. So let's grab that dude, and let's just, combine those two together. Where's my obsidian? I sure did. I put my stupid obsidian away. How derp of me. How derp of me. There we go. And we have the anti-barrel, which stores a lot of non-stackable items. Cool. That could be useful. I might end up using that at some point in the future. But anyways, there we go. We got a Tier 1 Void Ore Miner Controller. That's actually not bad either. That's actually a pretty good one. Also, I know a lot of you guys love the chance cubes. Let's go do a quick chance cube, because why not? Let's use the flight to kind of get over here a little bit quicker. The last one we did over this way, which is probably a better idea than doing anywhere closer to our base. Blindness 2, is that it? Okay, there you go. We might do another one of those in a little bit. Anyways, let's get started for today. So I got some plans. Those are just a few things I kind of wanted to do. I just wanted to get a few quests out of the way for one. In fact, we might even do the remote access or even one of these. What is this? A barrel upgrade, so combine it with a slime. Do we have any slime? I don't even know if I have slime. I don't think I have slime. Any form of slime, that is. I mean, I can get slime pretty easily. If you guys are curious and wondering how to get slime for yourself, what you can do is you can get yourself a little bit of the rice seeds if you have gotten some of those already. Grab you some bones, get you some bone meal out, and we're going to do a little bit of quick farming. So just do this, place this down, and we'll get us some of this rice. And I'll show you guys real quick on what exactly you need to do to get you some slime. Alright, so let's place those away, let's get that away. And basically all we got to do here is this. That gives you 4 rice dough, and with that, a little bit of water in a bucket. Place your bucket there, rice around it like so, and you get yourself a rice ball. Pretty cool. Nice and easy as well. Now we have these upgrades. I do believe we did make those upgrades somewhere. Where did I put them? I'm pretty certain we made those upgrades. These things right here, yeah. Where did I put them? Ah, there they are. Alright, combine that with your slime, and boom. Bob's your uncle. As always. He's always the uncle. I don't know why. But he is. So there we go. We got that completed, and let's get our random reward. Sag mill. Another simple sag mill. How beautiful. So we've gotten a builder in our previous rewards, which is pretty darn nice. We're going to be using this quite extensively for a lot of the build that I want to do for today and throughout the playthrough, because this builder is extremely powerful. The reason why is because we need to make something called a shape card. With a shape card, you can use this thing anywhere from a quarry that can do clearing out, silk touching anything, fortune. So yeah, it's really good. It does use a lot of power. You can also use it to place and remove liquids, but you can also use it to build and, well, get rid of blocks. So it's very useful in that sense. So we're going to need some paper, brick, iron, and a little bit of redstone. So let's go ahead and grab a few of the resources. And I suggest if you're going to be doing this, I'm going to show you guys a few things that you can typically do with this, and it is extremely helpful, especially when you're building in a stone block. Not only is it good to, you know, use the EFL ends, but the builder is also good if you want some like particular shapes for your build. Now I'm kind of looking around here. I'm trying to see if I can find some paper that'll work. It's not a lot of paper, but I would like a little bit more. What we can do, I showed you guys this a little bit earlier on, but if you have yourself a hammer around, which I got the compressed one. The compressed one should still work. I'm just going to go ahead and place these guys down, use my builder's wand, and just kind of do that. Vein mine this with your hammer. And there you go. You get yourself some wood chippings. 3 of those. I believe you need them sideways in a crafting table. Oh yeah, by the way, bone white chicken. Let's do that one too. Let's go ahead and place this guy in here. Someone also mentioned placing a lit, I believe, lantern, redstone lamp underneath this will definitely help. So there we go. That should speed that along. Yeah, look at that hatching, 65%. Look at all that time. All that time I've been holding on. It's just like, here you go. We're going to give you a bone white chicken. And then all we got to do is just basically wait for the little dude to grow up. And there we go. Oh my gosh, I love that. That's so cool. I love that. He's a little skeleton chicken. Probably my favorite one now. Oh, that's awesome. Cool little dude. Dig it. I can dig it. All right, so there we go. There's an easy way to get some paper. I mean, I got sugarcane seeds, but seriously, you get a lot more in that a lot quicker if you just need to get some paper made. I really like that. So, all right, there we go. We got some bricks, and what I'm going to do, like I said, I'm going to make up a few of these. Probably about 4, honestly. Because eventually we might get to a point where we want to get a little bit more intricate with the builds. And what we're going to need to use these with is not just the builder, but we want the compositioner, which I believe, or composer, whatever, potato. You know what I meant, I think. Well, there you go. It's the composer. We got it right the second time. If you're not right the first, at least you're right the second, right? All right, so there we go, the composer. So all we need now is a little bit of lapis, gold. We got the iron. So let's get a little bit of the gold nuggets. I don't have any, so we're gonna make a little bit. And lapis, which I went ahead and placed over this way. So let's just go ahead and grab 2 of those, because we only have like about 16,000 lapis. It's not really a big deal. Not a big deal at all. So this guy does not require power. Very, very nice little machine here. I'm going to show you guys real quick how I love to make a lot of different things with this wonderful, wonderful block from RF Tools. All right, so let's go ahead and place this dude down. We're just going to place him inside of here. It's not really a big deal. So you can go ahead and right click on it. It looks confusing at first. I understand. It's really not that hard. Basically, all you got to do is place your shape card where it shows your shape card here on this column here. And then from here, all we got to do is click this little question mark, and you can see it shows your, 3D image of whatever it is you want to build or destroy. So we got a couple different ideas here. So we got a sphere, we got a cylinder, the capped cylinder, a prism, a torus, which you can expand these by making these a lot bigger. So Y50, and then actually this one probably don't need to be that big. But anyways, you could do like the torus. The torus is hollow on the inside, so you could make some like really cool like space station effects with this thing. Really neat on that aspect as well. We got a cone, we got a heart, which doesn't really look like a heart, kind of looks like a butt to me. If you make this like, see, now it looks kind of like a heart. You can use your scroll mouse wheel to just kind of scroll in and out a little bit. But it just, like, at a certain angle, it just kind of looks like a butt to me. I don't know why. I don't know. I guess I'm weird. And then, yeah. So anyways, so there we go. We got a box. We got a dome. We got the bottom dome. We got a sphere, cylinder, etc., etc. So left and right click cycles one way. One does the other. Right click cycles left. Left click cycles right. Or maybe I'm wrong on that. I'm not sure. Maybe it is the right way. Just, you never know. Alright, so anyways, we're going to go ahead and stop blabbering about this. Let's go ahead and set up a nice little box. This is just going to kind of clear us out. This is going to be our main build. I think 50 blocks is probably pretty big. Let's do 40 with a height of maybe 15? 18. Let's do 18. Yeah. No, actually, let's go a little higher. Let's go 25. Yeah. And then 50. Yeah, I kind of want a rectangle. That's kind of what I'm looking for here. So we can see it looks pretty much like a rectangle. How wonderful. It's got a nice little perspective on it too, as you can see. But when you go in the top view, you can tell it's not, misshapen. So there we go. We got that done. let's go ahead and take a look. And if we basically click, let's see, how do we show this? All right. I'm trying to remember how to show this. You will need one down here as well. So there you go. So that shows that guy, I think. Why is it not showing up? I'm trying to remember this. I haven't used it in a little bit. I love how that's my excuse for everything, right? But you can basically make some really cool shapes. So in this instance, I'm going to use also probably a top dome. And this guy's going to be pretty big. So let's go do 50 by 4. Well, let's do 40 and then another 50. So that's going to be a really nice top dome. I like the way that looks. And we'll just go ahead and back out of that. Let's see. I'm trying to remember exactly. And this one does need to be set to composition. So yeah, let me see. Let me poke around with something real quick, guys, and make sure this is working the way I think it's supposed to be working. Alright guys, I figured out what it was. What it was is down here you need to open up your GUI card down here, and you need to make sure you expand this. This is the reason why this is basically it was not showing. It was showing the composition being set up. It just, the rendering area was just way too small. So I went in and expanded it out to 256 in all directions. And as you can see your 256 is this white box here, and the inside is basically what you're building or, you know, destroying in our instance. So there we go, we got that set up. And then from here, we can go and fix this. Our top dome is kind of implemented into the square, which is not really what I wanted. And so I'm gonna go ahead and take this top value. We're gonna send it up about 25 blocks. So let's go ahead and click on that, let it re-render. And let's go ahead and kind of take a look at that. So let's go ahead and open this up in the GUI card here. We can kind of zoom out and kind of see that it's going to render a top dome above our little bit of a, you know, square room here, which is basically what I want. And you can tell it's showing your number of blocks here, which is about 76,000 blocks it's going to have to take care of. Now this is going to take a little bit of a while to do, and it can pretty much set it up this way. Now there's also one other little thing I would love to do for this. So let's go ahead and set up one more little guy here. And this dimension is going to be about a, 5x5 will be fine. Let's go ahead and set the Y up to like a 15. And then we're going to take this guy, open up this, and let's see how this works. All right, so our Y on our 15 block high dude, we're going to raise this up about maybe 12 might be about right. That should raise it up, I think. Let's go ahead and check. All right, so we need to go up a little bit higher. And the way we can actually fix this, we can either raise it up or we can just go ahead and increase this by like 25. And that should work. So let's go ahead and take a look at it in this renderation here. So there we go. So this is going to be kind of like an elevator basically that kind of goes up into a biodome that we're going to be playing around with. And this is going to be our main work area right here. And I think that's going to work out pretty cool. So I think we're going to set that up like so. And a lot of people are probably going to be like, oh my gosh, that is pretty cool. So we got that set up to this composition right here. And all we got to do is use our builder. So let's go ahead and grab, well, you know, we can go to use this one. This one should retain its power. And let's go ahead and set this guy up. And that is basically the other main reason why I'm starting to set up this here, is because we kind of want to go a little ways away from what we got going on. Otherwise, it's going to probably kind of maybe destroy some of the blocks that are inside of it. Now, that's a shape card. I'm pretty sure it should remove. Can't remember if there was a thing about like holding on to things like that, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Let's go ahead and just check this out. See how well this works. This might take a little bit for it to actually work, but this will give us some really fun, nice way to kind of set up a nice, fun little base without us really having to do too much work. All right, so this should be far enough away, I hope. So let's go ahead and set up this guy right about in here. There we go. There's our builder. That is the wrong one. Let's do that one. That one's already got power. And we'll set up our power cell right next to it. It should not remove that, by the way. I'm pretty sure it won't. And then we're going to take our shape card. We're going to place it right in here, like so. And I believe that is pretty much all we need to do. We might need a chest, but I would prefer it just to avoid everything. So you can also click the support preview mode, and it'll kind of give you a little bit of an indication about where everything's going to be set up. So we can kind of see it's going to stop like right about in here. Now these blocks, by the way, they do actually render in as a physical block. You can break them. Just be weary that it might be a little bit buggy. Now, what's our Y level? I think we're okay on our Y level. This should work out just fine. Let's just go ahead and click ignore. And then start. I believe it is working. I think it's working on the dome first. Wow, is this thing actually legitimately keeping up with the power, or is this just not working the way I think it's wanting to do? It's easier to not move. Moving blocks make sound. I might need the clear card. I might need a quarry one. Let's take a look. Actually, hold on a second. Shape card. Void. There we go. So any type of blank powder, blank dye. Yeah, that might be a little rough. Now, a way we could actually get around this is actually supply this thing with, like, torches, probably. Yeah, I don't think this thing's actually legitimately running. Okay. Let's just go ahead and put a stop to that. Let's go ahead and grab our shape card. Let's head back real quick. See if we can actually make that void card. Quiet phone. I don't need your help. It's either that or we could do a quarry card. I think the void is probably better. I wish there was a way to actually get this a lot easier. Now we do have a spawn squid thing. Where's it at? Squid bait. Yeah, that could be a thing. Oh my goodness. Discord. Quiet. Where's my... Oh my gosh. There we go. Sorry about that. I'm sorry. Usually things don't happen on my Discord when I'm doing YouTube recordings and stuff. Alright, anyways. And then there's my phone saying, hey, guess what? You got stuff. Thanks. Thanks, phone. I appreciate that a lot. Alright, so I need to figure out how to get some kind of dye or essence or something here. We could do an... chicken, probably not so much. Gosh, I actually have not gotten anything. A sieve with a sponge. I have a 10% chance on string mesh. That's flint. Alright, guys. I'm going to figure out how to get some dye real quick. Yeah, give me just a second. Let me figure out if I can maybe get some black dye, because we really want to get this done. Alright, so I'll be back in a second. Well, all I'm going to say is that these guys spawned rather quickly. Pretty awesome if you ask me. So I'm just going to quickly grab a couple extra levels of looting, or a extra level of looting on my sword real quick, because I want to make sure I get these guys to drop some ink sacs. Come on, guys. Give it. Oh, nice. Look at that. How beautiful. We got some ink sacs. So I'm going to fill this in a little bit later. We don't need all that just sitting there. But there we go. We got it. Oh, we even got a rare loot chest. What did we get inside? We got ourselves some emerald pants. Oh my gosh, that's perfect. I needed some pants. Oh yeah. Looking fabulous now. Alright, so we're going to need a few more pieces of obsidian here. See, I'm used to using the shape card. It usually does just kind of replace blocks with what I'm looking for, but yeah, I think in this case, yeah, I'm completely wrong. I do need this void one probably, so let's go ahead and do that real quick. And we do have a couple extra ink sacs, which is beautiful. Wonderful. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and place those just in here for now, in the time being. And we should be able to go ahead and check, make sure this is a thing. That looks correct. Formula's 3, that looks proper. Alright, let's give this one more shot, shall we? Alright, place this dude back inside, and a go. Is it working? Is it working? I have no clue if this thing's actually working. Shape card, void. Yeah, it should be. See correctly? Right-clicking 2 corners will cause a. This item will cause the builder to void all blocks in the configured space. Base cost 150 iron attempts per block. Am I like legitimately making more power than? This doesn't seem right. This thing doesn't seem to be working. What if I do need a chest on top of this thing? Let me go check. Let me grab a chest. I don't think that thing's legitimately working. It's supposed to be doing this. Why you no work? Why you no love me? Alright, what we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and legitimately upgrade this as well. So let's get a block of iron and a little bit of gold. Let's go to the next level. Yes, next level. Gold chest. Achieved. So we could use the time in a bottle on this as well. Could probably even use it to maximize our... Usually putting a chest on top does stuff. This is legitimately not working, is it? To void all blocks in the configured space. Yeah, you're supposed to be doing that. You're not doing it, are you? I feel like this thing's not working. Usually you would wind up, like, hearing it do stuff as well. So I'm kind of curious if I'm just gonna need to make a quarry card. Might just need a clearing one. Alright, let's stop that and go check and see if that is what I need. Maybe it is what I need. Not a bad thing, I guess, but it is what it is. We do have an extra shape card. I am going to go ahead and probably just... Let's yoink this one at the bottom so we don't have to quickly make another one. We are going to need a few diamonds for this, it looks like, so let's go ahead and craft one of those up, I guess. So we're just going to need a diamond shovel and a diamond pickaxe. That totally did not do what I wanted it to do, but there we go. Diamond shovel, diamond pickaxe, and a little bit of redstone, a little bit of iron, which I don't think... Oh, we do. There we go. A little redstone. And then... Oh, I didn't grab enough redstone. Now I did. Good. Perfect. There we go. Shape card quarry, and then we want to go with clearing quarry. So we're going to need some glass for this guy. So let's go ahead and try that again. Unless that thing is actually legitimately working and I just cannot tell if it is. So let's try this real quick. Let's put this guy down here in the composition area. We're going to set this to... Zero. 256. Yeah, don't worry about that. And 256. And it could just be that maybe it's just taking so long because I did a 256 by 256 area. So I could probably slim this down to about like 175. 175. And 175. Yeah. Might even need to make that a little bit smaller. 100 by 100 probably would do it. Yeah, perfect. All right, so that should work. And maybe that's the reason why the other one didn't work. Maybe it was just so big. Maybe it just didn't do it. I'll have to test around and play around with it a little bit more. But there we go. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. Is it working? And now the phone. Alright, guys. Well, I'm going to wait here for a minute. Oh, it's working. It is working. And it's destroying my ladder, I think. Yes. Alright, guys. We're going to let this thing kind of do its stuff for a minute. As you can see, the power is being drained finally. It's actually, you know, taking stuff out. So I'm going to let this kind of work and do its thing. Show you guys the finished product when it's done. See you guys back in just a second. Alright guys, and we're back. So unfortunately, this is going to take us a little bit of time. It seems to run It has cleared out a nice large area thus far. Power-wise, yeah, that thing is consuming a lot more, but I did figure, instead of the chest, I did go ahead and put the trash can on top because it was just filling up with cobblestone, which is not what we want. So a trash can, which is pretty easily to make, 3 stone, 5 cobblestone, a chest, and you can void it that way, or this does actually work. I made the dimensions way too big is what it was. So changing that down will definitely help this go a lot faster. Also, the time in the bottle, I've been using it in order to speed up not only the dynamos to make us more power faster, but also to use this to transfer the RF over to the builder much faster as well. So you can use it both ways, and it does work. So you guys will notice, I'm going to come over here and show you guys this real quick, and see what kind of a mess that we have indeed made thus far. So here's a room that is currently being made, and we got a lot of holes in here because basically the creepers are getting shot and they're getting blown up. So we got basically a really big mob farm at the moment. And I'll get that all cleaned up and fixed up here in the next, there goes, yep, there goes more. That's wonderful. How wonderful. So I'm going to let that run. This is going to be a pretty big build, guys. It's going to be a pretty decently sized build. So I am going to go ahead and let some of my time in a bottle kind of refresh a little bit. But before we finish off for today, let's head up inside of our room here. And let's go ahead and, whoop, our chicken. Because doing so should be quest completed. Let's grab our book, open it up. Take a look inside of our chickens, and we could just hit the unclaimed rewards as always, but I like to do this my way, and we got ourselves an octadate capacitor. Oh my goodness, that is actually a pretty decent reward, especially early on when we're just kind of getting up and running with a few things. Now, we didn't get a whole crazy ton done today, but it is going to start happening very slowly over the next episode or so. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode and learned a little something from our build here. Hopefully you guys did. I know I did a little bit more. Always, sometimes it takes a few times to just kind of make it sink right in. But this is a very handy tool. It is extremely useful in building and stuff. And we're going to go ahead and swap this down to like 75 to 75 to 75. And that should show and render the entirety of this except for the top. So let's raise this up about 100. And that should be more than enough. All right. Not too bad. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for today. I want to say thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, be sure to hit that like button. It really helps me out. Lets me know you guys are still enjoying the series. And if you guys have any helpful tips, tricks, or comments, feel free to put them in the comment section down below. And check out the description for some awesome links to my Twitch channel where I live stream. I'll be live streaming tonight as well. And my Twitter and stuff like that. So anyways, thank you guys again for watching. And I'll see you guys back, hopefully, in the next episode. Until then, goodbye.